Daily Message, July 7th, 2023. It never ceases to amaze me how those who are in denial about their alcohol addiction ignore all the teachings and examples of Jesus recorded in the Gospels, with the exception of when Jesus drank wine, in their effort to justify their addiction. In essence, they are accusing Jesus of being a stumbling block to them. The passages they are referring to are with respect to Jesus' first miracle, whereby he turned water into wine at the request of his mother at a wedding in Cana of Galilee, in which he and his disciples were invited, as recorded in John 2, verses 1 through 11. The passage in which Jesus is making a contrast between John the Baptist and himself, whereby he is pointing out the false accusations of religious leaders in the case of both John and himself, as recorded in Luke 7, verses 30 through 34, and the passage with respect to the Passover celebration, which commonly included fermented wine. Of course, Jesus participated in drinking from the Passover cup, as recorded in Matthew 26, verses 20 through 29. Jesus was neither a drunkard nor a glutton. For as written in 1 Peter 2, verses 21 through 22, "For you have been called for this purpose, since Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example for you to follow in his steps, who committed no sin, nor was any deceit found in his mouth." Jesus did not condemn drinking wine any more than he condemned eating bread. However, sinful people abuse what is not inherently sinful. Bread and wine are not sinful, but gluttony and drunkenness are, as written in Proverb 23, verse 21. "For the heavy drinker and the glutton will come to poverty, and drowsiness will clothe one with rags." So let us not try to justify the sin of drunkenness by way of Jesus. Rather, let us recognize that substance abuse is a weapon of the enemy meant to lead one into destruction. And let us recognize, as written in 1 Corinthians 6, verse 12, "All things are lawful for me, but not all things are profitable. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be mastered by anything." With love to all, Pastor Cheryl.